Hey guys, welcome back to Believe in Eagles presented by FanDuel. I'm your host, Leigh Mayock, and joining us is your favorite co-host slash guest slash my dad, Mike Mayock. Hey dad, thanks for joining us.
Well, hello, my daughter. How are you?
Good, I can see that you're in Georgia.
I am.
How's the weather?
Up and down. But, I mean, we beat Philadelphia, the snow and rain in Philly and all the way down the East Coast. We got out of there early Monday at 4 a.m. And when we got here, it was like 65, 68, and I couldn't have been happier.
You know who else beat Philadelphia? The Bears. Dad, that was brutal. We haven't talked about it. Black Friday game.
Yep.
Philly was like pumped up. We wore the black uniforms. Everyone was looking good. Everyone was excited for the game, pumped up. Coming off another bad loss. I didn't think we were going to get two in a row. And we did. Bears looked good. I thought we were supposed to get our run defense. I mean, our run offense together against the Bears defense. Yep. I thought that was the thing we were supposed to do.
Yep.
I think it went. I think it went opposite.
Yep.
I think the Bears ran through us, right? What the heck happened?
47 carries, which is crazy. 281 yards, which is really crazy. Two running backs went over 100 yards rushing each, including the St. Joe Prep kid, DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
And a kid from Rutgers, Monangai. 7th round pick this past year. They each went over. Right? Yeah, they each went over 100 yards. Okay. And they gashed them. It was defensively, it was the first time in 20 years the Eagles have given up 100 yards to two different running backs in the same game. 2005.
That's like 20 years.
That's what I just said.
Oh. That's crazy.
It is crazy. And you know how much I respect Vic Fangio. And I've never seen one of his defenses get chewed up like that on the ground.
Was there a reasoning behind it? Or do we have any like excuses we can use?
Well, no, I watched the tape, and I think from a scheme perspective, which you don't care that much about.
No, I do. No, tell me. I want to know, and like the people want to know.
Well, without getting too deep into it. Oh, hello.
That's Lucy the dog.
Hello, Lucy the dog. You might get a visit from Willow and Max here. You never know. Yeah, they're downstairs right now, but they might come up and see us.
Okay, so
schematically, I thought Chicago did a great job of taking advantage of the Eagles defense. And they had this outside zone play, which every team in the league runs, with a bootleg off of that and tied in with it a jet sweep. And a lot of teams do it, but they had this little cool misdirection where they had a tight end lined up at fullback, and he'd flash to the opposite flat, and it would take one of the linebackers with him. Okay. So the linebacker would leave to cover him in case it's bootleg. They'd run outside zone to this side and then cut it back right to the vacated linebacker. And meanwhile, the defensive end is running upfield expecting bootleg. So these two Eagles are completely taken out of the backside without even being blocked, just schematically.
Because that's their job. They have to.
If you catch the Eagles in the right defense, and there's a man coverage guy, and then your defensive end has got to go up the field for bootleg. But schematically is one thing, and I thought the Bears did a great job of analyzing the Eagles and deciding how they wanted to get after them. But what was more disappointing to me was that the Eagles got their asses whooped up front. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I mean, they got whipped.
But can we say that, like, some of that is injury? Like, they're beat up, right?
So I was wondering why Jalen Carter was playing, in my mind, kind of soft.
He was hurt.
A lot of swim moves and finesse stuff, trying to get around blocks instead of holding his ground and go and defeating a block. And when you run around blocks, you leave gaps. That's why every defensive player has a gap they have to cover in every specific defense in the run game. And he's running around and doing stuff. And so he gets out of a gap. Then they get linemen up on the linebackers. The linebackers were running around. I've never seen it was bad defense, honey. I mean, forget Jalen for a second with the injury and all that kind of stuff. Looks like you got a dog behind you, maybe.
I do.
The curtains are moving. The Wizard of Oz.
Okay, continue.
So they got whooped up front, and I didn't like the way the defensive tackles got double teamed for 5 yards. I didn't like the way the linebackers ran around blocks. I didn't like the way the defensive backs tackled because they basically didn't. It was collectively as bad an effort as I've seen an Eagles defense have in a long, long time.
But where is that coming from? Are they beat up? Are they exhausted? They have been bailing this offense out time and time again, game and game again. Like they can't do that every game. Is this just?
Well, I watched the Dallas tape the week before when they got beat, and I saw a little bit of it.
Yeah.
But the Dallas had some really powerful interior offensive linemen, a guy named Tyler Booker, and a couple of guys, and they were moving some of the Eagles guys off the ball. And it didn't bother me that much, but apparently Ben Johnson was paying attention also, and he got similar movement, and he just stayed with the run all night long. So what I'm telling you is I think it's two things. One is I thought they did a really good job schematically. And two is I thought that their players played with more intensity and aggression and consistency than the Eagles players did. And when you add them both up, it was ugly.
And they didn't even have any of their linebackers.
So, yeah, on the other side of the ball, we thought the Eagles would do well running the ball at them.
Yeah. Okay, so, tell me about what you saw on the Eagles offense because, again, it's the hot topic.
Well, I mean, early in the game, first 2 or 3 carries to Saquon were good, 5-6 yards a clip. I thought, okay, they're coming off the ball. It looks good. But they there's no way the Eagles should have been down 10-9 at the end of 3 quarters. And they were. It was only a 1-point game going into the fourth quarter. To me, that means you can continue to run the football. You were never more than 1 score out of it at 10-3. But they kind of got out of it. And I think part of it is because the Bears controlled the clock so much. Okay, so the Bears just held on, had the ball. They ran 87 offensive snaps to 51 for the Eagles. Like it was ugly. It was pure dumb, but it should have been worse than 10-9. And the Eagles just started throwing the ball and getting away from the run. And when they did run the ball, they get smacked in the face and they stopped running it. So, I mean, the Eagles' numbers weren't awful in the run game, but Barkley only got 13 carries. So Barkley had 13, Hurts had 4. So they had 17 carries for 87 yards, which is, 5 yards a carry, better than they've done most of the year. So, but they never stuck to it. And it was just an all-around bad game for the Eagles.
Okay, so now this brings me to annoying topics that, you don't really like, but, it's what the people are talking about. So, Jalen Hurts fed A.J. Brown this game. Jalen Hurts fed A.J. Brown the Dallas game. Eagles lost both games. Is that a coincidence or is that what is that?
I don't know. He had 10 catches, whatever, for 130 yards, I think it was. Whatever the number. Yeah, 10 for 132, 2 touchdowns. Yay.
Yeah, so your wide receiver's happy. He's not talking anymore. He's getting catches, but your team's losing. Is it not that simple?
Yeah, it's not that simple. And the chemistry and all that stuff on a team is so hard. Like everybody, including us, were bitching and moaning when they beat Detroit and Green Bay and their offense looked crappy.
Yeah.
I'll bet everybody in Philadelphia would give anything this week for a crappy offense, but a win.
Yeah.
Over the Chargers.
Right.
They're 2 8-4 teams playing on Monday night. And the Eagles, here's what I'm worried about, Leigh. I'm worried that this team's going in the wrong direction right now. And
at the worst time.
And it's starting to smell a little bit like 2023, 2 years ago when it got really bad there. And the defense needs to kind of take a pause, and I think they will with Vic. I trust Vic a lot. I think they'll take a pause and come out and play their asses off this week, the defense. And I think Jim Harbaugh, who I've known for 25 years, was salivating watching that run game tape.
Yeah.
And Jimmy loves to run the football. He wants to run downhill. And if he can knock you on your ass and prove that he's the tougher guy or the tougher team, that's Jim. And he can't wait to knock the Eagles on their asses.
Okay, wait. So, before we get into that, I want to ask you.
Yeah.
The egging of Kevin Patullo's house.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, the play calling. Is it as simple as everyone's saying it is? And is it all on Kevin Patullo? Like, is he doing the play calling? Is it coming from him 100%? And is it as simple and basic and problematic as everyone's saying it is? Because there were players on the Chicago Bears that had played on the Eagles not even a year ago, who minutes after the game were saying, basically, yeah, it is as simple as you think it is.
What is simple? I don't know what you mean.
The play calling on the Eagles.
I think you're mixing up. I mean, I think it's two different things. Number one is the play calling itself.
Yeah.
And number two is the offense oversimplified or not?
Yeah.
They're two different things.
Okay, so can we get both of them?
Let's talk about all three. Let's talk about the egging.
Okay. Here's the thing. Eggs, not that bad. Kind of funny. However, finding someone's house where they live and where their family lives, that is creepy and crossing the line to me. Don't you think?
Well, creepy is the same word I was going to use.
Yeah. Like, egging is funny if it's like your friend or like.
I don't think it's funny.
If it's like your friend's house.
Yeah, but it's not, obviously.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, egging, fine in a different category of things. Separate category. Egging, not a bad thing. If you separate the two. Egging, not a big deal. Because people are conflating the two and being like, not a big deal, it's egging. You're conflating the two. Egging, not a big deal on its own. If it's like mischief night or your friend's house or like a silly little prank of like people you know or a neighbor you know, whatever. Finding a public figure's house and that you don't know, and in this day and age of like just like creepy things, social media, people like stalkers, weird things, it is so crossing the line, and like it made me feel really bad for Kevin Patullo's family, and it was just such a bad look to me for like Philly fans in general.
Yeah, I listened to Patullo's press conference today because I wanted to hear his reaction, and of course that was the first question, and he used the term you did, which is crossing a line. I thought he handled it beautifully, but it's creepy, it's wrong. And again, it does play into the overall thought process of people outside of Philly and what they think of Philadelphia fans.
It made it look so bad. Like, we already are known for like throwing things at Santa Claus and like beating up people and all of our children cursing. Like, it just made us look even worse. And it just is such a bad look. Like, to be honest with you, I know this sounds dramatic, but like when you were the Raiders GM, like, and we were like in the depths of just despair, and in reality, if I was being like, in hindsight, did I ever think anything really bad was going to happen to you or us? No, but like when we were in it, like there were times I was worried, and like you shouldn't feel that bad as a part of a sports team. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that serious.
I would agree with both of them. One is that you are dramatic and that you're way over the top there, and nothing was going on in Oakland or Vegas that would even lend you anywhere near people coming to our house and doing anything.
I know, but there were times that like I was scared.
No, there weren't.
Well, yeah, people on Twitter were scary.
Like, I wish if I had a magic wand and could do one thing, I would get you off social media.
I know.
That would be my one goal in life.
Oh, I would beg you to use your one wish to grant me a husband instead.
No.
I would beg you. Beg and plead.
Leigh, don't worry about all that stuff.
Change your wish.
Leigh,
okay.
Leigh,
I'll get off social media myself if you do that. Okay?
That that stuff happens.
Okay,
Just don't worry about it.
can you just be fun?
No, I'm not fun. I've never
You're
been
clearly
fun.
not. Okay, anyway,
Clearly.
this is like you just made me in a really bad mood.
I hope people see what I'm dealing with now.
No, I think you just ruined my whole day of my mood. Okay, anyway, so you never feared for your life or your family's life, clearly, when you were in Raiders, but like people crossed the line egging his house, and it just sucked, and it gave us a bad look in Philly.
Yeah, I felt horribly for him and his family, and end of story. And as far as the offense is concerned, I mean, here's my take on it. I don't think he's a bad. I don't even know what kind of play caller he is. He's new at it.
Yeah.
Less than a year. The problem I have with the Eagles offense schematically is it's one of the most simple offenses I've ever seen. And they come out and they stand out. They come out to the huddle real early. And they stand there and they let the defense see what their personnel groups are. And they stand there and very little motion pre-snap, very little bunches and stacks and rubs and things that are difficult for defenses to handle along with pre-snap motions. And it's just they set up kind of static in one place and they run their play. And to me, in today's NFL, I mean, you watch tape and Ben Johnson is got bunches going everywhere and guys rubbing off everywhere and motions everywhere. And, every team in the league is doing all this kind of stuff to try to help their receivers get open and get free, try to get their players in position to make plays. And the Eagles just kind of line up and say, hey, we got really good players and we're going to run our routes and we're going to block you better and we're going to win. And last year they did. Mm-hmm. This year it's a completely different problem. And I think it goes beyond play calling, Hun, because, for instance, what frustrates me more than anything is the miscommunications, the disconnects between quarterbacks and wide receivers, the penalties before pre-snap. Like the Eagles have, I want to say, 20 false start penalties, 20, which is one of the worst in the league, if not the worst.
Weren't like half of them in the Cowboys game, too?
Right. Well, I mean, it's pre-snap, right? Mm-hmm. It's things that you can control if you're disciplined. Mm-hmm. Your grandfather would roll over in his grave if he heard that A.J. Brown had 4 pre-snap penalties, 4 false starts. Like one of Pop's big things was a wide receiver can never, ever be offsides because all he has to do is stand at the end of the line of scrimmage and looking at the ball. When the ball moves, you move. You don't ever, it's not like a tackle where guys are jumping right in front of you and trying to get you to jump. It's like you look in and when the ball moves, you move. He's got 4. He leads the Eagles with 4. The left tackle has 3. The left guard has 3. That's 10 of the 20. That's a lack of discipline, right? So penalties, lack of discipline. The miscommunications. Like last week, a lot of people, Leigh, are talking about a play where the Eagles were getting close to the end, maybe around about the 30, 35-yard line, 3rd down or 4th down, I forget which, and Chicago brought an all-out blitz, which is a very risky play for the defense because they're playing man coverage on the backside. Yep. And when you do that, wideouts and quarterbacks have to do something called a sight adjustment. So if there was something called in the huddle that you were going to run a corner route, all of a sudden it's 0 coverage and you go, okay, I'm going to run a slant or a hitch or whatever, a shorter route because the quarterback's going to get pressured. Yep. You practice this all the time from training camp. And it's hard because you have to do it after the snap. Like there's an adjustment. You got to bang.
Right.
So,
but you practice it all the time so you do it.
Of course. But there's adjustments and different looks. And it's not easy, but that's why you're professionals.
Right.
So this was a big play of the game, or in the first half, I think. And Smitty runs a slant. And he's wide open, like nobody within 5 yards of him. And the quarterback throws hitch because the quarterback thought he was going to stop when he made his break. So the quarterback, in his mind, his sight adjust is hitch, and Smitty's is slant. and it's an incomplete pass.
Yep.
And now Chicago gets off the field because it was third down and they punt or kick a field goal or whatever they did.
Right.
And it might have been a walk-in touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
That is, to me, like inexcusable.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened. I saw 3 or 4 miscommunications, disconnects in the first half. It happened on their 2-point conversion at the end of the game where they're going for 2.
Yep.
There was a miscommunication at this. So I'm sitting here going, it's week 13, whatever it is. This is the kind of crap you take care of in training camp and even the first few weeks of the season. But every week, penalties, miscommunications, disconnects.
Not to mention they with this quarterback and these wide receivers, they've been playing together for years.
Yeah, and that's a fair point. And I think that the run game last year was so overwhelmingly powerful that even if something went wrong, you didn't really have to worry about it because 3 plays later, Saquon was going for 50. It was great deodorant. So now they don't have that. And the margins for winning and losing are tiny.
Okay, so real quick, just give me a couple keys to the game for the Monday Night Football game against the Chargers this week.
The Chargers' 2 starting tackles, who are both really good players, are out.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, and also Omarion Hampton, their rookie first-round running back, has been out. He comes back this week.
Mm-hmm.
But because of that, the quarterback, Herbert, has been taking a beating in the pass game. Tackles are hurt. The run game, they're trying to get it going. And he's been hit. I had the number. Oh, here it is. He's had 38 sacks, which is the 4th most in the league. 97 quarterback hits, which is the most. 196 quarterback pressures, which are the most. So other teams are teeing off on that depleted offensive line and beating up the quarterback. They ran the ball really well last week against the Raiders. And
that's not really hard to do.
Well, they did. So I think you're going to see them lean into that. They're getting their first-round rookie back.
I mean, especially after seeing what the Bears did.
Exactly. They're going to see that tape, so I think they're going to try and their quarterback may or may not play. It looks like he's going to play, even though he had surgery this week.
Yep.
So I think they'll do anything they can to kind of take care of him. Mm-hmm. And if that means running the ball 45 times, Jimmy Harbaugh will do it. So I think point number 1 is you got to stop the run. That's point number 1. And that's so obvious. And I think point number 2, and I hate to, it's kind of like we just talked about, instead of getting into saying, I think that the Eagles can throw the ball or they can run this route, instead of getting into all the schematic things.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles have to play cleanly on offense. And we talk, what does that mean? No communication errors, no pre-snap penalties, no disconnects with quarterbacks and wideouts. And if they only score 16 points and win the game, who cares? Obviously. Right? So the defense has to do what we talked about 10 minutes ago, which is play like their hair's on fire, play like their pride has been hurt, and go out there and get after the Chargers. And if they do that, they got a really good chance of winning the game.
Just clean it up and be hungry.
Honey, that's it.
I should give them the pregame. They are out here in California with me. I can give them their pregame speech if they want.
I think you should. I really do.
A bunch of my friends are coming out here this weekend from Philly, so that'll be fun.
Oh, good.
I'll see
Where
them.
Are you watching the game?
I'm going to it.
Oh, you're going to it.
Mm-hmm. Leanne and Carolyn will be out here, so.
Very nice.
Wait, so since we've been going down, losing 2 games in a row, guess what?
What?
FanDuel Super Bowl odds. We've gone down in the odds. Look at this. It's kind of crazy to me. Got a graphic here. Can you see it?
Yep.
So it looks like Rams are in the lead right now, plus 470. Seahawks follow behind, that confuses me. It's a large jump, but Seahawks plus 900. Packers plus 950. Then Eagles plus 950. I guess they're tied. Bills plus 1,000 and Broncos plus 1,200. Does that look crazy to you, or is it just me?
Why?
Do you really think it's Rams Seahawks right now? Do you really think that that's a likely situation?
As the odds
Most
of
likely.
the odds of winning a Super
Winning.
Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
This week they're the teams that FanDuel deems to be the best teams in the league. And a week ago, everybody out there would have said the Rams, and then they got upset and played real crappy against Carolina.
They literally lost to Carolina.
Yeah, but they're literally 9-3.
But they lost to Carolina.
Carolina's playing better. The thing about this season is
no one knows what's going on.
Most seasons, I could tell you 2 or 3 teams from each conference that I really like and feel strongly about. This year, even to this point, I have no idea.
Dude, same. You know what game I'm really looking forward to?
No.
Oh my God. I also have to tell you something else. Wait, first of all, I just want to get back to this really quick.
Okay.
The FanDuel Super Bowl winning odds. If you had to pick one team from this list with these odds, who would it be? Who's the Super Bowl winner?
Out of those teams?
Yeah.
Rams.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Just you believe in their quarterback and their team overall?
It starts with the quarterback, and I believe in him in a big way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've seen them on tape. They run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They play really tough defense. They're a young, hungry defense, and they played a bad game last week. So I think it's an ascending team, and they're 9-3 or whatever. And they gave away the Eagles game with a blocked field goal. So they should have beat the Eagles.
Okay, fair enough. You're just going with the favorite. Plus
Not
470
really.
Rams, Super Bowl winner. If you ask me.
Hey, Leigh, if you took a look at that list.
The FanDuel odds of the Super Bowl winner.
You like? Which team would you like?
I'm going to go with what I want. It looks like you're chugging a beer right now if anyone's watching. What is it? Is it a LaCroix?
It's
one
a
of them?
Polar
seltzer. Yeah. I think I have to go with, I know this is crazy, but Broncos or the Eagles.
Okay.
Is that crazy?
As good as the Broncos have played, and I think they're a year early.
Because their quarterback?
The quarterback's playing well.
But just not proven.
Yeah, he's up and down a little bit, but I think they're playing complementary football, and they're doing a great job.
Yeah. But, okay, wait. Now I have to tell you my new thing. Really quick.
Okay, what's your new thing?
Since I already have 2 teams, everyone's like, you can't have 2 teams. And I'm like, yeah, I can have 2 teams. Eagles, Raiders. I decided I can have 3 teams.
Well,
can you guess?
You have 2 teams more than me then.
Yes.
I don't have any teams.
Then I'll just take one of yours and then 1 extra now.
Okay.
So I have Eagles, Raiders, and now I've adopted 1 more for the season because I'm obsessed with them. If I could play football today right now, suit up, I would die to play for them. I'm obsessed with them. They play this Sunday. That's a hint.
Honey, most of the friggin' league plays on Sunday.
They play Sunday night.
Yeah.
The Houston freaking Texans. I want to play on their defense so bad.
Their defense can play.
Oh my God. I saw this tweet after their last game, and it was like, everyone on the Houston Texans defense looks like they have rabies. It's so true. They're so sick. I think they're my sleeper Super Bowl team.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm obsessed with them. Don't you want to play for them?
They play great defense, and CJ Stroud is he's the key because his rookie year he was unbelievable, and since then he's been hurt and it's been up and down a little bit. If they get more consistent on offense, you might be right.
Dude, I'm obsessed with them. I've never wanted to play football more in my life than
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
I want to play for them so bad. I almost can't watch their games because I get so hyped. I just want to play.
Good luck with the tryout.
Do they hold any tryouts?
Oh yeah, I think you should go.
Okay, well, anyway, that was that. Thanks everybody for watching. I pray that we don't have to do another freaking Believe in Eagles presented by FanDuel following another Eagles loss. We've already done 2 in a row, and it's kind of depressing. Don't you think?
I agree.
We're not used to this. We're used to winning. We're winners. Okay. Well, anyway, if we keep losing, I'm just gonna convert over to the Texans.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks, Dad. I hope you have a great weekend.
All right,
Thanks
sweetie.
for being
Thanks.
here. This was Believe in Eagles presented by FanDuel. Bye, guys.
Thanks, babe. See you.